Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my podcast. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, you haven't, you're probably thinking, why am I not very, what do you call it, consistent with this? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I should be more consistent with this, with the uploads. Gonna try. Gonna try put out an episode at least every week. At least that's a good place to start. Cause hey, it's the business of content production. It's not easy. If it was, you'd be doing it. So, well, it's not easy. It's not easy. But here I am again. I'm happy to have you guys listening. Yeah, who I know. It's just one person listening to this. Hi, mom. How you doing? Um, but I've been good. Why haven't I been uploading? I've been busy. I've been very busy. Really busy. We just shot this show. I think it's like 2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks ago, yeah. Um, it was actually my first theater gig. It was the full experience, like the full. You're just the celebrity treatment. This is the first time I've been on a red carpet. It's amazing. It was amazing. Like even I had people asking me for interviews and all that. So I was like, yeah, I could get used to this. And then I went home on a matatu. So yeah, I cannot get used to that last part. But yeah, it was great. My first theater gig. Um, I did like 7 minutes, not as much. I'm hoping one day to be able to do a full hour, comedy special, shoot it in a theater. That would be so nice. Just a comedy special. But yeah, I need to get better as a comedian, obviously. But yeah, it was a nice gig. They gave us free food and all that. Free food. Wow, that was quite a day. Because comedians are not fed. We just go up on stage while hungry. Do I have to say, like the theater was almost full, and I had to take like a shot of whiskey to just kind of drown out the. You're usually so nervous when you're just about to go up, so a shot of whiskey usually helps. But I guess that's the reason most comedians are alcoholics, because that's how it starts. "Hey, I'm gonna take a shot of whiskey before I go on stage every time, and sooner or later you become an alcoholic. Am I becoming an alcoholic? I don't know, but yeah, some people prefer weed to just because people don't know, like people people have no idea the the fear, the anxiety, the nervousness that you have just backstage when you're just about to go up. It is. You think you know, but you don't. Trust me, it's insane. It's and then the pain of like not doing well on stage. We call that bombing. Nothing is more painful. Like, listen, nothing compares to that. Like, oh my god, it's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling. You go on stage with your jokes, you think they're funny, ah, and then everyone's just looking at you like, what the hell is this idiot doing? What is, especially if your jokes are very like physical, and then you have to dance around like a monkey on stage, and then no one laughs for all that. Because at least for me, my jokes, I'm very nonchalant on stage. Like I just, I'm not very physical with my comedy. I don't jump around. I don't wear like clown makeup and a clown suit. I don't use props. So I guess mine is, I don't know, it's not as painful as I'd imagine someone who does that feels. Just going up there, jumping, doing this impression, and then no one laughs. It's the most like, it's PTSD inducing shit. It's just horrible. Because the reason we do comedy is because we had horrible childhoods and we were bullied and we just want to be loved. And and at that moment when you're on stage, no one loves you. It's like, oh fuck, what am I doing with my life? It's that type of thing. It's just, it can get to you sometimes, but in a sense, it gets better. You just get used to it. You the more you do it, the more aware you become that, hey, this is just how it is. There's good days and there's some bad days. Like, I mean, I guess that's how it is in every profession, right? Like, there's good days at the office, there's good days, I don't know, your coworker one day will buy you something, buy you lunch, I guess. That's a good day at the office. Make your day. And then there's bad days at the office where your boss will shout at you. Yeah, you just, those days, those bad days at the office. Your boss shouts at you. Your coworker tries to fuck you. Just bad days. It happens in every profession. So, yeah, you just get used to it. But it takes a very long time. And for some people like me, I don't think I'll ever get used to it, like, completely. It's like you're just more aware now that, hey, this is a bad day. You don't take it personally, because I used to take it personally. Like, I'm on stage telling my suicide jokes and then no one laughs, and then you actually consider committing suicide because now you feel bad. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. But you get used to it. As with everything, you just get used to it. And you also get more confident. That's one thing I never knew I'd do. I'd actually become, I'm more confident now. Because I get on stage almost every night. So the confidence is a good byproduct of all this. But one thing comedy has done is it has ruined just social gatherings for me. Like, any social gathering where someone has to speak, those, like, maybe you're like, I recently attended my sister's there's a thing at her school where parents have to come and family, and then they have to speak, and then it was really boring. Those parents teacher meetings. It's one of the reasons I don't want to get kids, just to not attend those meetings. They're horrible. Not even one joke is cracked, and they say the most generic things. Hey, don't do drugs. I mean, yeah, you don't want your kids doing drugs, but still, I mean, make your presentation interesting, make it fun, because that's what people. Maybe it's just me. I'm spoiled, like, because every live performance I watch is almost always funny, unless it's a musical performance. But I attend so many comedy gigs that almost all of the live performances, almost all of them are funny. Like, they are funny. Everything, it's just funny. So when I see some people talking and, someone addressing a crowd and is not being funny, a part of me usually goes like, just try to crack a joke, because you're losing people. People just start sleeping and all that. I was once at a funeral, and yeah, I was at a funeral, and they gave me how they usually pass the microphone around, introduce yourself, say your name, how are you related to the deceased. So they gave me the mic. I was there standing, looking at everyone. And I had this urge to just crack a joke. I just couldn't help it. I just wanted to crack a joke. Just say something funny, but I didn't. It would have been really distasteful. And I wouldn't have a family anymore. So, yeah, but it's that type of thing. Like, you just... Like, whenever I see a microphone, I just want to go there and make people laugh. It's that type of thing. I guess it's because it's fun also. But enough about me. What about you guys? I wish we could talk. I wish this could be a two-way thing, but sadly can't hear what you guys have to say. But hope life's going well for you. 'Cause man, life is just Like, life is hard. Like, it's so difficult. It's so hard. Like, when you just living, you just see the level of suffering that people go through to just earn a living every day. It's just, oh my God. I was in the bus this morning, and I was sitting next to this lady. She had 3 kids. You ever see someone who just looks tired? She just looked tired, like, not like tired of had a long day, like tired of like life, like, I want to die. That's how she looked. And she had 3 kids, and then this kid was crying, and then the other one had like mucus going down their nose. It was just horrible. And then you see this mother just, I don't know where she was going. I think she was going to, I don't know where she was going, but she was just like, ugh. You can just see that in someone's face. There's like tired where I've had a long day, and then there's like tired where like I want to die tired. Like I'm done with life. I don't want to go on anymore, and just kill me tired. There's that type of tired. Like there's that type of tired where, let's say you're walking down a street at night, and then some robbers try to mug you. They put a gun on your head, and they're like, give me everything or I'll shoot. And then you're so tired of life that you're like, please bro, please just shoot me, please. And you even start begging them, please, I'll do anything, just shoot me. There's that tired. So there's 2 types. And yeah, when you get to the second level of tired, yeah, you need to, I mean, not many people can do this, but you need to take a break from whatever it is that you're doing. And not many people can do that. Like, just go for, I mean, some people can, and they go for, you just go for a vacation, turn off your phone for 2 months, go sleep with some hooker, have fun, forget about everything, fake your death. That's life. And you need to do that sometimes to just reset your mind, to just to just recalibrate everything, because sometimes life goes so fast, and you don't have time to think. Sometimes you need time to think about things and where things are going, and you don't have time sometimes. So that's why holidays help. I just feel sorry for people who don't have the luxury, me included, the luxury of of going for a nice holiday. But yeah, not many people can afford to go to the coast, sleep in a nice hotel and all that. Not many people can afford that, so that's kind of sucks. But that's why we have, that's why we have things like music. Kind of makes you forget about everything, right? There's songs that make you forget that you are having a bad day. I'm sure you have that go-to song that you're having those days where you just, like, even your bed just broke in the morning. Those horrible days where you just wake up and you just wake up and the sun hasn't risen yet for some reason, and it's like 9 a.m. Like, that's a bad day. Those days, like, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. Your landlord knocks at your door. He's like, hey, where's the fucking rent? And you're like, fuck you, I don't have rent. Like, those days. There's those days. And when you're having such a bad day, there's like things we all turn to, like, the forms of escape. For most people it's art, for most it's music. There's like that song where you just go to it. Might be a sad song or a happy song, but it makes you feel better about life and everything. It's not necessarily gonna make things better, but it makes you feel better. Makes you feel like everything's gonna be fine. We all have that. We all have those, like, indulgences that we have. For me, it's cocaine. That's no, I don't do cocaine. But for some people, it's drugs, alcohol. Maybe that's why so many people drink on the weekends. I don't do that. I don't drink on the weekends. I drink every day. So it's something. It's a form of escape sometimes. Sometimes, like, I realized that alcohol is a form of escape when I started drinking in my house alone. because I used to drink socially. I was one of those people. Oh, I only drink socially, and when I say that, I think I'm better than everyone else. But I started drink. But I don't drink that much. But sometimes I drink when I'm in my house alone. And now that I say that out loud, it's kind of sad. Just drinking, listening to sad music. What's the saddest song? Johnny Cash, Heart. Listening to that song, drinking, thinking about her. Why did she reject you? And what would you have done? Maybe it's my looks. Maybe I'm not as funny. Such thoughts. We all have those days. But what a month I have coming up. We have so many shows. I think this weekend, I'm hopefully going to be in Mombasa at the coast doing shows. That's when you realize like how comedy is so nice, like just making people laugh. I make people feel good for a living. I'm like a hooker. I make you feel good. But I get paid way less. So, but that's the job, making people laugh, making people feel good about life, making people have a good time. What a job. What a job. I cannot believe I'm doing this. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. But that is the job description. Just make people feel good. Because most people, I just noticed this. Most people who are watching a comedy show, they're just rooting for you. They don't want you to do bad. People are very accepting, and because they also want to have a good time. And if you're having a good time, they have a good time too. Like, they're just rooting for you. They obviously want you to do well. So that's the good thing about it, in a sense. Like, those people want you to do well. Except some, the people who don't want you to do well, it's not that they don't want you to do well. There's people who don't care. There's people who just walked into a comedy show and they didn't know there was a comedy show. They're just eating the meal, and then some guy walks on stage and starts telling dick jokes. Now that those people don't care, and they might start heckling. And it's the worst when they start shouting things at you and you don't know what to say and you're scared. It's the worst. But for most people, they're rooting for you. They want you to do well. Most people are nice. Most people just want to have a good time. That's most people. And I think with that in mind, it's easier to just navigate the whole, being nervous thing. Because you're like, yeah, they're rooting for me. They want me to do well. They're not against me. I mean, if people actually paid for a comedy show, they're there to have a good time. They're like, hey, make us laugh. I'm ready to laugh. I want to laugh. So in that sense, it becomes easier. But open mics, woo. Some of them can be like, they can be disasters, like, because we have an open mic that we do in a club, and sometimes the DJ plays music, everyone's hyped up, everyone's dancing, and then all of a sudden the music is cut out, pop, and then a comedian goes on stage and everyone's like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here? I wanted some music. I don't want to listen to jokes. But it's also a personality thing, I think. But wow. What a profession. What a thing. What a job to do. It's super interesting. But I'm happy to be back. Gonna try being consistent. Hey, don't judge me. You're not consistent. You also wanted to start working out. Have you started working out? No, you haven't. So don't judge me. I'm gonna I'm gonna try my best. That's what we do. We try our best. Even though I have one listener, Mom, please don't judge me, Mom. I'm gonna try my best. Because that's life. You just have to try your best sometimes. And I hope you guys have a good week coming up for you guys. Have fun out there. Take care of yourselves. And, as always, don't forget to wear a condom. Don't forget that.